Are you ready to find your voice, fulfill your purpose, build unstoppable confidence? And are you ready to learn how to trust, accept, and love yourself enough to do the work to create what you want in life? Oh, and do you want to learn how to do it without burning yourself out, sacrificing what matters most, or compromising on your values? Then you're in the right place. I'm your host, Crystal Stanton, a certified coach, human design enthusiast, entrepreneur, and podcast host on a mission to guide women into their true, authentic success, to help them recognize their power and to step out from the shadows and into the woman they were always meant to be. Around here, we don't do grey, unaligned versions of our life. We don't settle for what we should be happy with. Around here, we do big, bold, courageous, fulfilled, rich lives, and we do it in an aligned, nourished, and truly authentic way. If that sounds like the life you want, then stick around and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode. Hello! Welcome to another episode of Fearless. I'm super excited today, again, as I always say, because we're following on from the previous episode. So last episode, we started talking about consistency by design. So specifically talking about how to align your consistency to your human design. So working from the question of what if consistency isn't about discipline at all, but actually about alignment. So we're continuing that because, we spent a bit of time in the last episode and the episode before talking about how consistency is really sold as this concept of discipline or force. But what's actually happening in reality is most people are trying to be consistent in a way that goes against their energy. And that's what makes consistency feel so hard, because that myth of hustle culture and daily output isn't how most of us are designed to work. And so that pressure to be consistent in a way that's not energetically aligned is keeping us stuck, and then we personalize it, and then it feeds into our low self-worth or low self-esteem or all of the things. So we talked about that, and then we talked about consistency by type. So if you haven't listened to that episode yet, go back and listen to it. If you don't have your human design chart yet, go to the link below, get your free chart from my website. It's going to give you your chart plus a summary of the key aspects of your chart. And if you really want to, you probably will if you are a line one, you can purchase a human design chart report. So it's going to go even deeper again, and it's going to give you more information about deeper aspects of your chart. So there's lots of different ways you can start exploring your human design with me, but go and get the free chart at the very least so you can follow along with these episodes on consistency. So today we're going to be looking at authority. I'm briefly going to touch on strategy because that won't take that long, but then I'm going to go into authority. So we're talking strategy and authority, which is literally how you're designed to communicate, work with the universe, and how you're designed to make aligned decisions so that you don't have to doubt yourself and so that you don't have to second guess or question yourself. It's how you make decisions that you know are the right decision for you, how you work with the universe, how you make decisions and move forward in an aligned way. That does not mean, sometimes people get a bit stuck when they start working with their strategy and authority, because people have this understanding, and I did as well, that alignment means ease or easy or nothing difficult. No, unfortunately, not the case, because we are all here to learn our lessons, and we all have different lessons that we're here to learn in this incarnation. So what alignment actually means is the fastest way or the easiest way for you to move through those lessons. So it doesn't mean you're going to avoid difficult things, or you're going to be able to avoid the experiences, the people, the places that are going to help you learn the lessons you're here to learn, but it's the most aligned way, which means in the long run, it's going to shortcut it. Okay, you're going to have less detours off the track towards getting to where you want to go. So we'll start with strategy, because strategy is a bit less than authority. There's a few more authority types, styles than there is strategy, because strategy is sort of linked to your type, and then authority isn't dependent on type. So let's talk about strategy and consistency. So this is kind of really going to be more of a recap of your type. But just remember that this is consistency in the way you are designed to move forward, the way you are designed to achieve what you're here to achieve, in alignment with the universe, in collaboration with the universe or source or God or whatever you believe, okay, whatever word works for you there. So for manifestors, so your strategy is to inform. And if you want to go understand strategy better, I do have an episode just on what strategy is. But today we're really only talking about how strategy links to consistency for you. So as a manifestor, your strategy, the best way for you to work with the universe is to inform before you act. You are here to initiate people into action, inspire people into action. But your strategy in doing that is to inform. The way that your aura works is to inform before you act. You're not asking for permission. You're just letting people know the direction of your energy or what it is you're here to do and how you're doing it. So for you, consistency comes from reducing resistance and maintaining peace by letting others know your moves, right? If you're trying to create consistency in alignment with your energy as a manifestor, remember we talked about how you're going to either have a lot of energy or none, depending on where you are, like in terms of those creative impulses coming through you. So to create consistency long term, it's really about reducing resistance and maintaining peace. And the way that you do that as a manifestor is by letting others know your moves, because you don't have to ask for permission, but you need to let the people that are going to be impacted by your big moves, because you are here for big moves. You are a world changer, right? You're here to initiate people in action, inspire people into action, start new things, right? So you are big energy, and your aura literally like either attracts the people that are going to help you, and it repels away the people that are not going to help you, so that you can just be on that path. But a lot of the time what can happen is manifestors will just like get the urge to do something and they'll just go and do it, but they won't inform the people around them of what they're doing. And sometimes it can be like a very sudden doing something completely different or starting something completely new. And without that conversation, informing the people around you, letting others know what your moves are, that creates resistance. That is then going to flip you into anger, which is your not self theme, instead of peace, which is your aligned theme. So make sure you're informing people before you act. That's going to help with consistency. Okay, generators and manifesting generators. You both have the same strategy. Your strategy is to wait to respond. So there are differences slightly between generators and manifesting generators, because mani-gens, you also inform and respond. You respond first and then inform based on what you're responding to. Generators, you are just here to wait to respond. So just very quickly, there is an episode to go deeper on strategy. If you're listening to this and you're like, I don't understand what the strategy is, how can I apply that to my consistency? Go back and do that learning first. This is sort of more like, if you understand the basics of your strategy, how to then help work with your strategy in terms of consistency. But you're here to wait to respond. So you're not meant to initiate things or start things. You are meant to be like open, wide, sharing, communicating with the universe what you desire, what you would like, and then waiting for things to respond to in your external reality, so that you can then use that sacral response to be like, yes, no, not sure, right? And then you respond based on your authority, your decision-making process. So for you, in terms of consistency through your strategy, your consistency flows when you trust life to present aligned opportunities. Because if you are, okay, beautiful soul, just interrupting for a minute to talk to you about something that I'm really, really excited to share with you all. Now, if you are listening to this podcast, you're potentially someone who is in a bit of a transition period in life. Maybe you have been in a career for a long time and you're looking to change career paths or to realign or get more clarity around your current career. Maybe you're building your own business and you're just feeling like you can't quite get the clarity you need to get the momentum happening. You're not quite sure what it is you're here to do or who it is you're here to serve. Maybe you're really struggling to figure out or revisit or redefine your identity, your life purpose, and your life direction. Now, I am really, really excited because I have created a very simple tool that is going to help you get the clarity that you are seeking. Transitions aren't just about, the next job or the next phase of our business. They're really about rediscovering who we are and realigning to who we are at our birth frequency. And that is where true authenticity comes from and true authentic success comes from. Now, what I have created for you is an incredibly simple tool that you can use to create clarity, alignment, success, progress. I am so, so excited to share this tool with you. And that tool is my aligned business roadmap. I am so excited by this tool and what I have been able to create, and I am absolutely so grateful and thankful for the incredible feedback that I have received about this tool. Now, what this tool does is it helps you create a growth plan that is aligned with your human design and your astrological frequency. So if you are wanting to build a thriving business that feels completely aligned with who you are, or if you're already in a career and you're just looking to leverage your unique human design and astrological blueprint so that you can craft a strategy that is actually designed for you, and you want to do it all in less than 1 hour without needing any in-depth knowledge about astrology or human design, then the Aligned Business Roadmap is for you. What the Aligned Business Roadmap is an ultimate ChatGPT prompt, mega prompt, that you can plug in step by step that's going to combine your human design and astrological frequency into a tailored strategy for you. It's going to provide a detailed roadmap to help you create a business that is aligned with your energy and your goals, no matter what they are. It is super easy to follow, even if you are new to human design or astrology. This isn't just another template. This isn't just another list of things you need to check off and do. This is the foundation for you to start becoming the person that can show up and hold the business, the career of your dreams, and actually achieve the goals that you have. It's your foundation for a supremely aligned, powerful strategy that works for you. No more chasing what everybody else is telling you to do. No more feeling overwhelmed by the hundreds of things that are out there that are always being thrown in your face. This is tailored to exactly you and your specific energetic blueprint, your birth frequency. And that is where true authenticity and authentic success comes from. So what you get inside this really simple tool for $47 is a clear guided prompt to help ChatGPT create a personalized growth strategy for you in any area of your life. Instructions and insights for deeper understanding, or you can just use it as a simple start point if you are a beginner, right? To create some clarity on where do I want to go and what's the most aligned way for me to get there. Also, it has the flexibility to dive deeper on your own or work with me to put the plan into action. Remember, business is not a one size fits all, and that is where so many of us are getting ourselves stuck. We're tapping into cookie cutter strategies and there's no real authenticity, no real us, no real soul inside them. So by tapping into your human design and astrology, you'll be able to unlock clarity, alignment, and a path that feels natural, nurturing, and fulfilling. Okay, so I hope you're as excited as I am. Get ready to start transforming your business or your career. Say goodbye to all of the overwhelm and all of the generic strategies. Get ready to step into alignment with a strategy that truly resonates and watch your potential become a reality. If you are ready, head to the show notes. The link is in the show notes. $47. Go and grab your Aligned Business Roadmap today. Go and check out the testimonials from the other people who have already used this tool inside their business with incredible success. All right, big love. Enjoy the rest of the episode. You make them happen. You go out there and you do the things and you initiate and blah, 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 blah. We don't do that. Generators and Money-Gens, we don't do that. And that's really hard to unlearn. And it blocks things coming in, or you don't notice aligned opportunities when they're presented to you because you're too busy trying to like look over here for something to initiate yourself, when really the thing that is for you, the aligned opportunity, is over here, but you're too busy looking over here trying to make it happen yourself to receive the opportunity that's right for you to respond to. So that's going to like stop your consistency, right? It's going to limit your flow because you're trying to force things, and then you get into control, and then you're not open to what the universe is sending you, and you miss the things to respond to. You miss the aligned opportunities. So you sort of, you get on a roll and then dip and roll and dip and roll and dip, right? So it's all about actually waiting to respond and actually trusting that life, source, universe, God is going to send you the aligned opportunities to respond to. You don't have to go out there and find them and make them happen. They're going to get sent to you for you to go, yes, no, maybe. Right? That. Projectors, your strategy is to wait for the invitation. That's your strategy. So again, similar to generators and manifesting generators, in that you aren't here to initiate and make things happen. And I find these kind of similar. So Brent, my husband, is a projector and I'm a Money-Gen, and I find our strategies are kind of similar. It's just that the thing he's responding to is an actual invitation, whereas I can be responding to anything. So when you're a projector, you're waiting for the invitation. You're waiting to be invited to share your wisdom or to guide somebody. So your best use of energy is targeted, not constant, right? And we did talk about that in the last episode. You don't have the energy to constantly be investing in things, guiding things, doing things, right? You have a very targeted energy. Targeting things is your jam, right? Seeing things, you see people very clearly. You have this ability to just sit above like a bird's eye view and just be like, oh yeah, I see what's going on here. This is what we should be doing. That's not working. And like, you can really create efficient systems for people, and you're a great guide and mentor, but you have to wait for that invitation. So because your best use of energy is targeted, not constant, consistency really comes in nurturing yourself, so that you can show up really powerfully when you're invited. Because if you're constantly trying to put your energy into everything without waiting for the invitation, you're going to be hella tired. And then that incredibly aligned opportunity for you to share your wisdom and guidance is going to come up, and you're going to be so tired that you're not going to be as effective as you could be. So that's why waiting for the invitation is really important for you in terms of consistency. So consistently nurturing yourself, right? Not saying yes to everything, not going out there and trying to like burn it all down or like change the world on your own in one day. You're here to work with the people you're meant to work with in the way you're meant to work with them. Targeted use of your energy. So being consistent in nurturing yourself lets you show up when you are invited. Reflectors, it's kind of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Record player, like loop, like a record on loop. It's the same thing over and over again for you, really. Wait a lunar cycle, right? That's your strategy, is to wait for that lunar cycle. It's also like your authority. So it's kind of, I know a lot of reflectors, when they start learning this, they get it and they're like, oh yeah, that resonates. But it also like feels really frustrating because it's like, oh my God, I have to wait a whole lunar cycle to do things. But again, your consistency isn't daily, it's cyclical, okay? So you really have to take the time to learn what your cycle is, whether that's, as a woman, your menstrual cycle, or following like the lunar cycle and noticing the days within a month where you feel like you have more energy and the ability to be more consistent. Like trusting time and space to reveal the truth is your path. Okay, that's how you're here to do it. And the more you fight that and try and make yourself work and be consistent, like, the typical way or the way we're programmed to do it isn't. It ain't it. Not for you. I'm going to leave it there for today for this episode. But don't worry, because I do 2 episodes a week. So you don't have to wait very long to now talk about authority. Okay, so you've got your strategy. So for the next couple of days, feel into the strategy, right? How does strategy apply to me? How can I start using that in terms of consistency and creating more flow in my life, understanding how my energy moves and works? I'm going to leave it there for today, because otherwise it's going to be a really big episode. And I just feel like sometimes big episodes you lose attention span. It's too much information. It's information overload. So we're going to leave it there so you can sit with that, especially if you have an emotional authority, right? Take some time with it and then come back to the next episode, and we're going to talk about consistency through your authority. It's going to be fun. All right. Big love, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I really hope you received exactly what you needed from it. I absolutely loved sharing it with you. I'd also love to know what you thought. So please leave a comment or a review for me to respond to, or just come over and say hi on my socials. If you'd love to be a guest on the show, or maybe you have a question or a topic that you'd like me to talk about, then please send me a message. I absolutely love to connect. And really, this podcast is all about you. And your success. So tell me what you need to hear more of. If you really enjoyed this episode, please give it a like, or even better, send it to someone you know to spread the love. Let's get this authentic success movement happening. Okay, that's it from me. Big love. Now go out there and be amazing.